You are watching Fugitive Red-Eye, and I thought today I would do a review of the first episode of the newest season of Red Dwarf, which is Twentica. That's Series 11, Episode 1. I had the pleasure of watching it not that long ago. Anyway, it's very good. It's with Twentica, you actually... I've noticed a few things. First off, I'm going to talk a little bit about the plot. I'll try to avoid as many spoilers as I can, but there may be a few that slip through the cracks. Basically, the plot of the episode is thusly. The Dwarfers, it starts very abruptly, actually. Them out in Starbug, and there's this simulant ship in front of them, called Exponoids, is what these simulants are called. And with these simulants, the simulants blackmail them into giving them this time travel device that apparently the Dwarfers had for who knows what reason. But they take the time travel device, and the simulants go back in time, and the Dwarfers follow them through the rift. And they end up in a 1950s America that's in an alternate reality where technology is outlawed. That makes Rimmer and Crichton both illegal. And it's reduced many geniuses, such as Albert Einstein, to the state of a bum. So, it's a very interesting concept, and basically it was kind of a play on the actual 1920s American Prohibition, but instead it was done in the 50s with technology rather than booze. And from what I've noticed, at least from this episode, I've noticed that it's going back to the sci-fi heavy themes of the later seasons, such as with seasons 3 through 7, whereas, you know, Series 1 and 2 were very traditional sitcom-based, as was Series 10, to go back to its roots. Well, I think they're trying to go back for that sci-fi feel of the later seasons, which I'm all for. And, you know, I'm just happy as long as they keep making it, and as long as it's good. And so far, it's all been decent. And, obviously, I will be talking more as more episodes come out, but for now, just Episode 1, Twentica. Very good episode. The title, I don't think they explained at all. I'm just going to give my best guess on why that, because they're back in the 20th century. Maybe that's where the 20 comes from in Twentica. I don't quite know. Maybe I'll look up the word later and find out what it means. And if I do, maybe I'll talk about it in a later episode of, like, Random Thoughts or something. There's not a whole lot more to say without spoiling the plot, so I guess I will be giving a few spoilers here just to kind of give an idea of some stuff that happens in the episode that's actually pretty funny. First off, they meet this bum that they think is Albert Einstein, and turns out he's actually... these are spoilers, so if you want to stop now. But he's just a normal bum named Bob the Bum. And out of sheer luck, he ends up fixing this EMP device to defeat the Exponoids. It was fucking hilarious. I thought it was great that he just by chance happened to fix it. Turns out Bob the Bum was a genius too. But they have like technology speakeasies now, and you know, kind of like the bars in the 50s America. They had instead like it's disguised as a bar, but it's actually a technology house. You know, the crew, you can tell that the actors have definitely aged, but they definitely still got it, and I think as long as they can still, they're still willing to do Red Dwarf, and Doug Naylor still has ideas, the show should keep going as long as they want it to. And, I hope if they ever do end it, they give it a proper ending. I know I read in an interview somewhere Doug Naylor said he didn't really want to write a last episode, and I read that Craig Charles is actually a fan of cliffhanger endings, which I really hope the series doesn't end like that in the future, but there's no telling what Red Dwarf holds. Obviously, I'm a huge Red Dwarf fan. That's why I've always done these Red Dwarf videos whenever I get the chance. If you live in the UK and you didn't catch it on Dave, you can actually watch it on UK Play TV, ukplay.tv, I think. I'll leave a link in the description. Now, this, of course, only works if you live in the UK, so if you're in the US, unfortunately, you won't be able to see it on that. But that being said, that's not much else I have to say there. Other than that, smoke me a kipper. I shall be back for breakfast. I fucked it up, but smoke me a kipper. Be back for breakfast. Anyway, have a great day. This has been Fugitive Red-Eye.